Imagine a world where your money is actually shrinking. You work hard, you save every penny, but you're still falling behind. The culprit isn't your spending, it's the velocity of your capital. Velocity is the speed at which a dollar moves through the economy. High velocity creates wealth. Zero velocity creates a trap. Let's look at Jack's dead money strategy in detail. He thinks the bank is keeping it safe, but safe is another word for stagnant. While Jack's money sleeps, the purchasing power monster wakes up. Inflation is currently eating 7% of your safe money every year. In 10 years, Jack's $100 will only buy $50 worth of goods. Now, let's watch Sarah. She doesn't save, she circulates. She puts her money into an asset, like a small rental property. That house pays her rent. That's the first movement of her dollar. The same dollar is now working in two places at once. That is velocity. If Sarah does this 5 times a year, her velocity is 5x. Jack's velocity is 0. Sarah's is 5. Who wins after 20 years? The math is staggering. It's called the compound velocity effect. Jack's 10,000 is still 10,000. Sarah's is now 100,000. But how do you start if you have no money to move? Step 1, stop the leaks. Look at your monthly velocity drains. Every subscription you don't use is a dollar with negative velocity. Once the leaks are plugged, you need a vessel for movement. This isn't a savings account, it's an action account. Wait for the speed bump in the market. That's your entry point. When others are scared and stop moving, that's when you accelerate. This is contrarian velocity. It's the secret of the top 1%. Velocity also applies to your skills. Are you a stagnant learner? Or are you an active learner? Every new skill increases your value. Knowledge plus movement equals exponential growth. By minute 3, you should realize the bank is not your friend. Flow is. Now, let's talk about the most misunderstood tool, debt. Jack uses consumer debt. It has negative velocity. Every dollar he pays in interest is a dollar that dies forever. Sarah uses arbitrage. She borrows at 5% to earn 12%. She moves the bank's money through her assets. That's infinite velocity. If you use 0 of your own money, your return on investment is infinite. But there is a silent leak we haven't discussed, taxes. Jack pays his taxes before he moves his money. Sarah uses tax velocity. She moves money before the scissors can snip. Certain assets, like real estate, allow for depreciation. This is a paper loss that keeps your real cash moving. Now, let's look at the speed of the flip. If you buy a house and hold it for 30 years, your velocity is slow. But if you buy, improve, and refinance in 6 months, you've unlocked turbo. This is the BRRRR method. Buy, rehab, rent, refinance, repeat. Each repeat doubles the velocity of your initial seed money. Jack is scared of the repeat. He thinks it's too much risk. But the biggest risk is standing still while the world moves past you. Velocity requires a high-frequency mindset. It means making a decision, executing, and moving to the next. Are you moving or are you just busy? Busy is working for money. Productive is making money move for you. To increase velocity, you must reduce friction. Friction is high fees, slow banks, and indecision. Cut the friction. Use digital assets and automated systems. Now, let's look at the snowball versus the avalanche. Jack builds a snowball by hand. Sarah triggers an avalanche. The avalanche is institutional velocity, moving other people's money. You realize the goal isn't to have $1 million. The goal is to move $1 million 10 times a year. To scale your wealth, you must move from manual to automatic. Network velocity is the speed at which your ideas attract capital. One phone call can move more money than 10 years of manual labor. But many people are paralyzed by information friction. They wait for the perfect moment, but perfect is the enemy of velocity. Velocity rewards imperfect action. You can't steer a parked car. Let's talk about asset compounding. This is Sarah's secret weapon. She never spends her seed capital, she only moves the harvest. Jack spends his harvest. His velocity resets to 0 every December. To keep moving, you need multiple streams flowing into one delta. Each stream has its own flow rate. Some are fast, some are slow. Balance is key. Too much speed without control leads to a velocity crash. A crash happens when you have low liquidity but high debt. Sarah keeps a velocity buffer, cash that is ready to strike in 24 hours. When the market bleeds, the buffer feeds. This is opportunistic velocity, the ability to move faster than the crowd. But what about human velocity, your most valuable asset? Time. Jack sells his time for a fixed rate. His velocity is capped by the day. Sarah buys other people's time. She decouples income from her hours. This is labor velocity, leveraging a team to move your vision forward. The shift from I do it to it gets done. Most entrepreneurs get stuck in the owner's trap. To increase your company's velocity, you must become replaceable. Standard operating procedures are the oil in your velocity engine. If your business requires your permission to move, its velocity is capped. Decentralize. Give your team the compass, not the map. Now, your wealth isn't a stream, it's an ocean. In an ocean, velocity creates tides that move everything at once. Jack is still on the shore trying to fill a bucket. You have reached escape velocity. At escape velocity, the rules of gravity no longer apply to your money. You have reached the post-labor phase. Your money works 24/7, but velocity can be lost if you don't plan for the great exit. Most wealth vanishes in 3 generations. That's generational friction. You need a legacy velocity, teaching movement, not just giving a prize. Wealth isn't a bucket to be handed over, it's a fountain to be maintained. This is where trusts and foundations act as the engine room. They protect the capital from external velocity drains like lawsuits. Now, Sarah focuses on impact velocity. How fast can her money change the world? Philanthropy is the highest form of money movement. It creates a social velocity that builds a legacy far beyond numbers. So, where are you today? Are you Jack or are you becoming Sarah? The transition doesn't require $1 million. It requires a shift in flow. Step 1, audit your velocity. Look at your bank statement. How much died in a savings account? How much moved into an asset? Step 2, open your opportunity vessel. Start moving just $100. Don't save it, direct it. Buy a book, a course, or a fractional share. Step 3, increase the frequency. Move money once a week, not once a month. The faster the cycle, the faster the growth. That is the law of 72. Soon, you won't be chasing money. Money will be chasing you, because you have become a velocity point, a place where capital grows. Jack finally gets it. He opens his safe and lets the money out. He is no longer a saver, he is a mover. The world doesn't need more hoarders, it needs more velocity. Start your movement today. Your future self is waiting at the finish line. Subscribe to increase your knowledge velocity. We'll see you in the flow.